dried elderberries. What is the fastest, most efficient way to dry your elderberries? I'm Amanda Rose. I have harvested, I don't know, 100 gallons of elderberries, lots and lots of elderberries. And I'm going to give you an idea about how to do this most efficiently. Now, first of all, a warning. I don't dry elderberries much here myself. And the reason is if I'm harvesting them fresh, what I tend to do is then immediately turn them into whatever it is that I ultimately want them for. So it's typically not a dried berry, because typically I'm making a syrup or a juice. And so I take the fresh berry and I turn it immediately into the juice and I freeze it, or I can it. You can can a syrup. And so you can can your syrup, you can freeze your juice, and then you have that on hand ready to go. And you don't have to worry about the drying stage and then taking your dried berries and making the syrup, because that's going to add extra work. So my first thing is, do you really want to dry them? Think about it. And if you do, this is what you do. It's actually very simple. You're going to harvest your berries, you're going to pull them off the stem. At that stage, simply put them in a water bath. Just put them in some water to soak. That you're going to get some like little things float to the top. I would skim that off, and then I would rinse your berries. Maybe rinse them a second time. Again, try to get some of that sediment and stuff out. Strain your berries, so you're straining your rinse water out, and you're going to lose some juices in that. I wouldn't worry too much about that though. Strain them out. You have your berries now in a colander, and I would let them dry a little bit, drip a little bit in that colander. So leave them in the colander for a little bit. Maybe stir them up every 10, 20, 30 minutes to let some more of it drip. And then you're going to simply place them on a drying sheet. You can dry them in your food dehydrator. You can, if it's a hot summer day, you're going to be able to dry them pretty fast in a really warm spot. Elderberries are small and they do dry very quickly. And you're going to know that they're dry. You're going to squeeze them, and they're going to be pretty hard. Make sure there's really not any moisture in there before you store them. And so you're simply going to take them from the drying sheet or the tray, and you're going to put them in a jar with a tight-fitting lid, and you're going to label them. Don't mix them with your other berries, and store them in a pantry or something like that. So it's really very basic, but again, if you're going to then take that and make a syrup, you've just spent all this time drying it. You could have just spent your time on the syrup. So think about how you're going to use it, and make your strategy from there. That's where you're going to save time, because the elderberries are a lot of work, and we don't want to make them more work. Learn a lot more about elderberries at the Fresh Bites Daily website. You can jump onto my email list if you'd like. I have one about inflammation and talk about different things that we can do, different lifestyle strategies for inflammation. I know a lot of you elderberry people are interested in stuff like that, so look for that too.